Come on, it's time for Vlogmas. Okay, good morning guys. I brought up the camera to tell you that I finally think, my face is so tight, hold on. I finally think I'm on the up and up of whatever weird reading slump slash like just being too busy to read phase of life that I've been in. Last night, after I cut off the camera, I got this sudden urge to read, not the book that I told you guys I was gonna read, but Wild Eyes by Elsie Silver. I read Wild Love, and I think I was just tired of like being in that world because I think I've read all of them back to back. I can't look at my books anymore. I keep doing that thinking that the books are in my room and they're not. But I read Flawless, I think Heartless separately, and then I binged the last three like pretty back to back. And then I read Wild Love like directly after Reckless because Reckless, I'm obsessed with it. I officially moved it up to a 5-star at the end of about a year ago this time because I just love Winter that much. Like I genuinely love her and see so much of myself in her. It's crazy. And Theo Silva, hello. Do I need to explain myself any further? Anyways, I think I just read too much of her or too many of her books back to back because I was sick of like long romances for a while. I think I needed like a fantasy cleanser. First of all, my skin, I know I got a hydrofacial yesterday, or I didn't tell you guys this when I was getting done, I don't think, but that's what I got done. My skin looks amazing. And when I was looking up like reviews and stuff, I don't think I've ever gotten one before. Or maybe I did one other time, but I didn't like it because, fun fact, I'm getting so sidetracked. I don't do well with dermaplaning, like at all. Like my skin, I have learned, is not only oily and acne prone, but it's sensitive. And so it just doesn't like dermaplaning. And so I would get these really expensive facials and then my face would break out and I was like, can I just not get facials? But then I went to this one place. I haven't been back because there was other things that I didn't like about the facial, but that's besides the point. She didn't do dermaplaning. The reason why I didn't go back is because she did like the bare minimum, in my personal opinion, of like things that I wanted to be done, but she didn't do dermaplaning, but my skin freaking glowed the next day. So maybe I was being too harsh, but anyways, so I was like, okay, next time I get a facial, I'm not gonna get a dermaplane. I went to another place. I asked them not to dermaplane it. They told me that it was basically a waste of my money if I didn't get it. So I got it, my face instantly broke out. So this time, I asked the lady very nicely, I was like, can we not do dermaplaning? And she was very kind about it. She was like, yeah, we don't have to do it. And my face is glowing. There's none of those pesky little bumps either that I feel like, I mean, there's still a little bit, it didn't change overnight, but it just feels so soft. It feels so like not congested. I don't know how we got on that topic, but what was I saying before this? I don't know. This is also why I try not to pull out my camera before I have coffee. Who am I kidding? I literally just open my eyes and talk to you guys, but I feel like that's the best way to vlog for me, or else I just feel like it's not a good vlog. Anyways, back to the books. Oh, I know what I was saying. Back to the story. I needed a palette cleanser, right? Like I have read like maybe 4 or 5 fantasies in a row. Like I feel like that's a stretch, but I feel like the last few that I started, because I started the Baby Dragon Cafe. I just finished Serpents and the Wings of the Night. Let me pull up Goodreads. I've read Mate and then the Serpents and the Wings of the Night, which you guys know. Before that, I read Cruel Prince, and then I broke it up with Book Lovers, King Sloth, King of Envy, and then I had the Strawberry Patch Pancake House. Okay, so I haven't really read that many fantasies, but it feels like a lot. I can't believe I've only read 11 books this year. That's awful. My goal was 40. I'll be glad to just see like 30 if I can. Like get a few more in. Which there's a lot of books that I actually want to read. Oh, I read Hot for Slade. Why is that not up here? Did I not put Hot for Slade up here? I thought I did. So yeah, I just felt like I read a lot of like fantasy-esque books back to back. And so I started it last night. I really wanted to continue reading, but I was starting to get sleep anxiety. And so I went to bed. I woke up this morning and started reading it. Like I actually just want to lay in bed and read it today. Unfortunately, I am going to be productive because I feel like that's what gets me behind on like work and like editing and stuff like that. And it takes me so long to edit videos and I just have to like check my email, you know, adult things. And so I'm going to read more throughout my day if I can. I'm just like actually excited to pick up a book again. And I had to tell you guys because it's genuinely been so long. Like I feel like the first book that I read this year. I read it while I was still studying for the MCAT, and I loved it. And I feel like that was the last book. That and King of Envy. I feel like those were the only few books that I like really like wanted to read and like binge that I feel like weren't like obvious things that I was going to like love. Like May, you know, Alchemy of Secrets, whenever I get to it, I feel like I'll love it. And so I'm gonna read this, and then if I have time, try to finish or at least get a good chunk of the way in to Alchemy of Secrets with you guys. And then I have to switch over. I think the next reading vlog, hold on. The next reading vlog that I'm gonna attempt to do will be more of a holiday base. And I feel like for me, I've learned that I can't only read one specific type of like thing. So throughout my theme vlogs, there will be other books in that vlog that have nothing to do with that theme if I want to continue doing reading vlogs. I also have gotten over the spoiler thing. Like for a long time, that's why I didn't have or didn't do any reading vlogs, because I was like, how can I do something that I don't like when it's done to me? Like, have you ever clicked on a reading vlog and you're like listening along and then the person like gives away something of the book and you're just like, I didn't want to know that. And it kind of just feels like it's out of your will a little bit. But I've kind of gotten over it for two things. One, I feel like if I'm going to put any spoilers, I just need to put up like a big spoiler warning. I've watched a lot of reading vlogs recently, and the people that put up spoiler warnings, even for the smallest of details, I end up finding myself going back to their content more versus the people who like just will be like, oh, it's not a spoiler, and then they say like something that I feel like it's not a spoiler, but like I would rather read it and know it for myself instead of like then I'm reading the book waiting to get to that part, or I'm reading the book already with like a connotation set in place. And so I've kind of gotten over it too. And I feel like the way that I do reading vlogs or the way that I do everything, which is I still try to normally vlog my life, and I feel like that's just the way that I like to film reading vlogs. Like I like to still show myself like going to get my coffee, still show myself reading in like different places, still talking about things whenever I want to. It's a vlog that has reading in it. And so I don't know why I felt like we needed to get on that, but then again, it's a vlog. And so that's my spiel for the morning. I'm actually going to go downstairs, eat some cereal, probably watch a YouTube video, and then I'm out of coffee creamer, so I need to go get that. I also want to set up my Keurig that I got in my vacation vlog. I think I'm going to switch the Keurig out for the Nespresso this season, because in the early winter months, when I'm forced to get out of bed for Vlogmas, and I will I feel like by the time this comes out, I don't know, but I have some updates. I feel like I can't say it right now, so I'm not going to say it, but there's something else that I have to start doing will require me to like get out of bed early. And in the winter months, there's nothing like a hot cup of coffee. I've come to enjoy them only in the cold mornings. And I feel like I like the way that the Keurig pods taste a little bit better than the Nespresso. Probably just because I've had the Nespresso machine up for like 4 or 5 years now, so I think I'm just a little tired of that. But when I was on vacation, I enjoyed the Keurig so much. So that's what I'm going to be doing, I feel like, today. Maybe not the Keurig machine, but everything else. Anyways, I have to go. But I'm so excited to be reading again. Also, look how cozy my room is. Like, I need to take that down. That's from freshman year. But there's flowers behind this that I, like, can't get off the wall. And so, I don't know. But anyways, I need to get some more wall decor. But, like, the lighting is set. I need to figure out some stuff to go over there, too. But I just love... This is the part of winter that's, like, I find enjoyable. Is everything feels a little bit more cozier. I just had to tell you guys, like... Kindle literally in my bed. I think I'm like 16% of the way through. Oh, let me tell you what I'm enjoying since I'm far enough through. I'm on chapter 7, 18%. I really, really like Skylar. I do, which is our main female character's name. We don't know that much about her, but I feel like I will enjoy her backstory, and the bits and pieces that we're getting now I find relatable and just like enjoyable to read about. And I really love Elsie Silver. The way that she writes, man, like, they just take such good care of everybody. And sometimes you need that. And so I feel like I'm really gonna like Wes, which is crazy because before when I was hearing people say like, oh, I love Wes, oh, I love Wes, I was like, why? Like, reading about him in Wild Love, it's not that I didn't like him. They just made him seem like so childish and so like, I don't know. It was giving. I think I had the wrong picture of him in my head, right? And if you didn't know, the whole series is single dads. That is not a spoiler. I think I just had the wrong picture. So, you know, I have to always do this whenever I start reading. I read like the first few chapters and then I look up an aesthetic for the book. So I did that this morning. It's not giving that. It's not. And so I'm really enjoying their dynamic so much. And I feel like they both already feel so much for each other and they can't understand why. And I feel like they're just both going to bring what they need in each other's lives. And the kids, I will say, the way that Elsie Silver is writing the little girl, she's only 6. So I'm like, maybe you should have made her a bit older if she's gonna like have all this stuff to say and talk so much. Even the sassiest of 6-year-olds I know, I feel like don't talk like that. But in my brain, I'm just gonna chalk it up to like, maybe since they live like on a farm, she's a little bit more independent than like your normal suburban city 6-year-olds. But I feel like, I don't know. We're gonna see. But it's so good. It's really hitting the spot. And so Alchemy of Secrets is sitting right there if you can see it. It's in here, don't worry. I just feel like I should read this first and then maybe we'll end like halfway around Alchemy of Secrets. I don't know how long it'll take me to read this book. Sometimes I have momentum and then other times I lose speed. But considering I'm 18% of the way through, I think I'm gonna finish this pretty quickly. Fingers crossed. Knock on wood. Okay, I'm gonna go. I haven't blown off work to read in so long, and I took a nap because I woke up early in the morning. I see you guys now, and I was like, I'll get back to editing. But I've been sitting here waiting. Did y'all hear that? Oh, that's so embarrassing. I've been sitting here reading, and Weston. Listen to this quote. I'm not going to explain it. Why don't you sleep on that one? If you want to donate them to a good cause in a few days' time, I'll help you pick one out. He's just so kind. He's so kind. She's so... Oh, my poor baby. What's her name? I forgot her name. Is it Emma? That's the kid. I forgot her name already. Oh my gosh, I'm awful at names, but she's so broken, y'all. Like, oh my gosh, she don't know left from right, right from left, up from down, down from up. And he's just like so, like nothing she says, none of her freakouts, none of her crash outs affect him. And like that to me is everything right now. I am enjoying reading this book so much. And I didn't think, I don't know, like I knew, I was like, oh, I really want to read that book right now. And it wasn't even fact, like I wanted to read a romance to maybe have a little bit of a fantasy, like palette cleanser. But it was like, I want to read this specific romance and it's hitting. This hasn't happened since January. Oh my gosh, it's so good though. I've highlighted some quotes. Let me see if I can see so I can read them to you. Reading out the quotes that stick with you in the book, they really say stuff. How do you figure it out? Also, while I'm reading this book, the song Black Dog keeps coming to mind because basically, if you don't want to know anything about the book, I'll put the timestamp of when I'm going to get there. It's not going to be spoilers, but I'll be talking a little bit in depth about just like the character, her background, and why we are where, like why these quotes, give these quotes a little bit of context, even though I said no context. Okay, so basically our female main character is a country singer. So it's basically like pop star, rock star, country singer, runs away from home, that classic trope, like runs away, needs a little bit of a fresh start, is having a mental breakdown. So that's what's going on here, right? And she like literally has been so scarred and so like damaged from fame and like everybody expecting stuff from her and just like the classic trope, right? And he is just, nothing surprises him. And I forgot where I was going with that thought, but that's the context. So I have some highlights. I was talking about the black dog. So the black dog, the part where, are you making fun of me? Is this some esoteric joke? It just hits. Like it hits. And I had to listen to it while I was reading it yesterday night because like, oh my gosh, it's so her. I feel like she's so black dog coded. I can just imagine her like screaming for help. We don't know what the initial reason was for why she decided to flee her Hollywood lifestyle wherever she lived at. I have no idea. That song is just hitting for me right now. And it's so good. Okay, let me read the quotes. I'm honestly so tired too. Like I feel like you can see it and I don't know why I'm tired. It's funny how I can be surrounded by so many people who profess to love me and still feel so utterly alone. That's the first one I highlighted. Tit for tat. She literally said tit for tat, and I thought of Tit for Tat by Tate McRae, so I had to highlight that. And then, oh my gosh, this is so good. Instead, I'm a bundle of anxiety riddled by second guessing. I'm a woman driven by a deep bone, simmering anger who predicts disappointment at every turn. Relatable or not? I feel like that's pretty relatable. And then I highlighted that everything I do is a big deal, which is part of like a whole sentence. But I just love the way that she expresses how, I mean, it's getting a little bit repetitive, but it's not bothering me. But she expresses how much she truly lacked. And through West's kids, she like sees how not normal her childhood was, and like how her parents and like everyone around her, the things that they do cause her to be who she is, and like anxiety filled, scared to speak up for herself, pushover, just does whatever anybody wants her to do. And so it's just really, I really am enjoying my time reading, obviously, because I should be editing. I didn't drink my coffee today because, I did set up my Keurig machine. Maybe I'll make another coffee. It is a little late though. Maybe I'll make a coffee and take you guys for that. But I don't know. I kind of just want to blow off my work and read. The only issue is I didn't really edit yesterday, so I'm going to have to edit today. But I've kind of been enjoying either editing in the early hours or editing late at night. It's like cozy vibes. But I'm 23% and I'm going to continue to read. Maybe we'll make a coffee. Maybe we won't. I don't know. I just feel like the world is my oyster type of day. And I'm really like, y'all don't understand. I haven't had this feeling about a book in forever. And it's not even like, I don't know if it's gonna get 5 stars. It's too early to tell. But like, this is how I used to feel when reading. Like, I would be excited to pick up a book. And for the past like 6, 7, 8 months, it felt like pulling teeth, because reading words, I associated it with cars and MCAT studying and just like other things. And I'll be so happy when I can talk to you guys a little bit more freely. And so, yeah, I'm just so happy to be reading and kind of have like, so much stress has been lifted off my back too. That's more of a lifestyle vlog type of thing. But I feel like that, like, your environment and where you are and the cozy setting play a role when you're reading books. But also I find that in my personal like life, that plays a big role in like reading. And I feel like I'm just finally getting to a place where my mind is quiet and still enough for me to enjoy a book, and it just feels amazing. And I would like to thank God and Jesus, because I really missed it. I felt like, I don't know, TV shows just don't do it for me like that. Like this right here, like the fact that I'm imagining them in a horse stable right now and imagining just, it's like I can see it so clearly in my mind. I'm not even kidding you. And I've just missed being a book girly. Like, this is what dreams are made of. This is what dreams are made of. Not Elsie Silver low-key agreeing with Vogue. So our guy main character's talking and he says, and your relationship status might just be the least interesting thing about you. Book update. I'm 41% of the way through. I'm on chapter 17. I just want to read, but I should edit. So I'm gonna make a cup of coffee. I'll take you guys with me. It's so late, but I fear because I fell asleep earlier, I'm probably gonna have a hard time sleeping anyways. My sleep schedule, if you watched any of my videos, you know it is very up in the air at all times. And there was this article, I think one of my friends sent it to me, and it was like, insomnia causes heart disease. And I was like, listen, I don't need you. I don't need you to send that to me. Do you think that makes my sleep anxiety better? Do you? And that's what I'm thinking about. But I'm just gonna make a small one just to like get to work. But the book is so good. It's so good. Oh my gosh. Like, it's slow burn, I guess. You know what I need to read? A Mariana Zapata book, because everybody says that she has the best slow burns, and I don't think I've ever read one. I don't even know like what books she has written. Like, I don't know anything about it. It's giving a little bit of a slow burn, but not really. They're flirting with each other. I feel like it'll come pretty soon. They've had a few moments, but you know how it goes in books. So, but it's so good. I cannot say this enough. I'm so happy to be reading again. So happy. Let's go make a coffee. I think I'm just going to make a Keurig coffee since I spent so much time today setting it up. Let me go get a pot. I don't think I have any more of the ones that you can like brew over ice, so this one will just have to work. This is the one that I made earlier. It's butterscotch. It was pretty good. It smells amazing, but I know it's gonna be watery, but that's okay. Coffee is made. I'm gonna work for the next few hours, and then maybe I'll be able to read some more tonight. I feel like I will, but I gotta get some work done. Okay, I know I set up the book room, but I don't really feel like going back there. It's like 10 steps. I've just been reading in my bed and it's so comfy. I don't know if you can see all the different layers, but I have my Gilmore Girls blanket, then I have my comforter, then I have like a mink type of blanket underneath that. So I'm getting in this bed. Anyways, my parents, they went out to another date night. They go to date night like 3 times a week. I'm always telling my friends whenever I'm hanging out with them, they're like, oh, what's your family up to? And I'm like, oh, my parents are out on date night. But you know what? They did ask me if I wanted to go like the past like 3 or 4 times. I go with them sometimes, but also like I have businesses and bookings.
What? So
I can't go. But tonight I'm so excited because I just want to sit and like read this and like, oh my gosh. I'm so excited to be back on my game. But I really feel like that's when mood reading comes into play. Because after this, what am I going to be in the mood for? Oh, you know what's crazy? The Percy Jackson trailer comes out tomorrow. And the show comes out December 10th. I have to read book 2 before the show comes out. So I don't know what I'm going to be feeling like next. But that definitely will either be in this vlog or the holiday reading vlog that I'm filming. And I've decided, I was like thinking about it. I was like, all of my reading vlogs are pretty much just going to be mood reading vlogs. And I'll just slap a title up there later. And I feel like that's the best way to go about it because I genuinely don't, like I can't force myself to have a theme. And I feel like that was the issue along with like feeling like I'm giving away spoilers and like feeling like we've been through this. How can I make something that I don't necessarily want to watch? Yada, yada, yada. But shout out to those readers out there, those reading vlog people out there, because some of you guys, the editing that you do has truly inspired me to be better. Like, I've only seen people really edit and like put it all at the end, but I was like, that's so much work. But I've come across quite a few different people who just will like spoiler across the screen or like they'll chop it up. Like, they're so creative people. Anyways, I'm gonna get to reading, but I'm gonna be in here, and I know that defeats the whole purpose, but I don't care. Covered up with some tent, like, oh, this is nice. Oh, my phone's all the way at the edge of the bed. You know what? It's good. It's good for me. Ford, the man that you are. I've been working all day, so I haven't really had the chance to read. But last night I did get to, I think, 53%. Right now I'm 55%. I've read a few. And I pulled out the camera because I do have a complaint. It's not like a deal breaker, but I feel like the little girl in the book could have been made older, and then I wouldn't have this complaint of the fact that no 6-year-old talks like this. Like, the little boy, everything that he says is cute and it's cool because it's his age. And like, we also get told that he acts a little bit older, and I feel like that's fine. But with the little girl, we're not really given anything except for she's sassy and a firecracker. But even so, she's still 6. So I feel like they should have probably made the boy like 12, like maybe 10, 11, 12, and then made the girl the boy's age, which is 8. And so that's how I'm reading it in my mind so that I can enjoy my book. But I'm also kind of tired, so I might not read that much tonight. But another thing too, I started rewatching Never Have I Ever because I was like, this is like a few weeks ago. I was like, dang, my life really sucks. Like, it sucks so badly. And then I had this thought, and I was like, you need to watch something where somebody else's life is worse than yours. So I start going through my comfort shows. I'm like, no, none of these are gonna work. And then I was like, Davy. Davy goes through it. Right now I'm on the part where she's about to have 2 boyfriends. And I just can't believe Davy goes from begging for Paxton, blowing off Ben's kiss, to dating both of them. Like, how did she think she was gonna get away with that? So I just love watching Never Have I Ever right now. It's my comfort show because Davy is hilariously messy, and I feel like I need that right now. I need to watch somebody else's life blow up besides mine. So that's my spiel for the day. 55% of the way through. I'm gonna keep reading. I feel like anytime we have any romantic things happen in a book, my attention just like dwindles. Like I feel like that's why I really love a slow burn, because you just like want to see what happens so badly. But then I find myself, when something happens, I'm like, okay. Like even though I know they're gonna get together the whole time, I don't know what it is about that like why I do that. My attention's kind of like waning. I don't feel as drawn in today to read, but it could just be because I'm tired. I'll be back to let you know how much I actually read. I think I'm gonna read for another like 5 or 10 minutes and then see. But the other thing is too, nothing's on. Like there's no like new YouTube videos being posted, and I know I always say this and complain, and then I haven't been on my Zoom, but I've actually been on my Zoom. I have no choice if I want to do Vlogmas. So no one's really posted. Okay, another thing that I have to say. Elsie Silver wrote this little boy so freaking well. Like the relationship between him and our female main character, so freaking well. Like it's making me tear up. Like it's so sweet. It's so cute. It's so special. Oh my gosh. Oh my god. And like in the back of my mind, I know there has to be some type of third act breakup. I hope it doesn't like affect the kids in any way. Like I really, fingers crossed, toes crossed, it can't. It can't. I won't allow it. Without giving too much away. Like I just feel like it would really hurt him. And like we just can't have that. Like we can't have that. I feel like let the kids be. Leave the kids alone. You know, it could hurt the main male character all you want to, but leave the kids alone. But I'm kind of, you know what? Elsie Silver also, like, I don't know what my favorite third act breakup from her books are definitely Reckless. Like that one was so freaking. Wait. I'm thinking about Heartless. Heartless is really good, but what was Reckless's? Reckless, honestly, it was just such a like, what? Like I had no idea. About the trope in there. Imagine my surprise. Imagine my surprise. And that's why I really like going into books blind. Anyways, I'm kind of nervous. That's the only thing that my brain is like kind of thinking about. It's like, I hope this third breakup does not affect the kids, because then I'm gonna be angry. But their relationship is so sweet. It's so cute. I made it 66% of the way through. I think I'm going to stop on chapter 27. I'm tired. Things are heating up. Yeah, so I decided to put it down. I kind of want to watch a movie. I've been in the mood to really watch a movie that would hurt. Let me tell you my go-tos. The Idea of You freaking hurts me, but I only like the scene where I like the part when we start with them at that house and the girls are like looking at her and she's in the bathing suit and she's just like noticing how like her 40-year-old body looks different than like a 20-year-old body and she's insecure, but like he doesn't care. That's where the movie starts for me. That's the good part, right? Oh my gosh, I saw this edit of them to freaking Loss of My Life by Taylor Swift. So good. So freaking good. Anyways, maybe I should watch my TikTok edits tonight. I haven't done that in a while. Like my favorites. Anyways, I really like The Other Zoe. The Other Zoe starts for me when they get to the cabin, right? Like that is my favorite part, obviously. I'm so mad that the movie ended so quickly. Like it actually makes me so angry. Petition to have more of Tessa, aka Josephine Langford, and Drew Starkey, and The Other Zoe too. I would watch it. I don't know what it's going to be about, but like we barely got to see their relationship. And then Surprised by Oxford. Listen, guys, that I've watched it too many times, so I can't watch it tonight. That movie starts for me at the beginning. You need every single piece, every single part. It's one of the best romance fighting scenes I've ever witnessed. Oh my gosh, it's so good. It's so good. You know what? I do like, what is it called? Dang it. What is it called? They go to boot camp. Like they go to boot camp. Boot camp, I like it. I like that one too. It's a little bit cringy, but I feel like that one starts for me. I don't know. That one's just good all the way through. It's like kind of funny. It's lighthearted. I enjoy that one. But with boot camp, I just love the girl so much in the movie because she reads books and it's cringe watching because I just know that I'm not running around the forest by any means, but like It's just so funny. And to know that she was loved for her, it really just hits deep. Okay, what else do I have? Those are all the ones that I watch on Prime Video, really. All the movies. I haven't finished Teen Wolf. That's a show. I don't know if I can because I found out that, well, if you don't want any spoilers, don't listen to this next part. I'll put in the timestamp. I found out that Lydia and Styles break up. The freak. They had more time as a couple before they were a couple than when they're a couple. And the ending part is just like not it for me. Like Styles isn't even with the group. Like I'm just pissed off. So that's why I haven't finished Teen Wolf. And I think that's all. Now Netflix, I've been watching Never Have I Ever, as I told you guys, but it really hasn't been hitting for me. Like there aren't that many movies that I go back to besides my core like 5, which is All the Summer I Turned Pretties, After, only the first one, sometimes the second one, but not really. I do rewatch Exo Kitty a lot. That's it. I can't think of anything else. Let's see what's on Netflix. I want to watch something. I've been rewatching Wednesday. That one's really good. I watched Shopaholic up here the other day for the first time. That was really good. I would rewatch Practical Magic if I didn't have to buy it. None of these are hitting. I already rewatched My Life with the Walter Boys, so I'll have to wait. I never finished You, but that's not what I'm going for. I rewatch Lily and Dash every year for the most part during Christmas time, so that's coming up. Geek Girl. Another season. That's so good. I've been waiting for this. My Way Home. I need to finish that. That one's so freaking good. I never finished Night Agent, but that's not what I'm looking for. I don't know what I'm gonna watch. Anyways, let me finish talking to you guys. I don't know. I just feel like, bring back romances. I'm going to make a video, I think for Vlogmas, about all the romance movies that I watched this year, or just talking about some of my favorite. But should I like buy Practical Magic and like have it on my Apple TV? Because I really enjoyed that movie. And it's a little crazy because it has stuff in there that I typically don't like, but I feel like you can feel the raw emotion of, what is her name? I don't even know her name. I can only think of the sister because she always writes to her, Dearest Tilly. I can't even think of the lady's name. But Sandra Bullock, her character, the emotion that goes into it, unmatched. Alright, I'm going to try to find something to watch. And hopefully we can finish up this book tomorrow. And then I want to read one more with you guys. And then I'll probably end the vlog. I hope it will be Alchemy of Secrets. But I honestly don't know. Like, I'm just trying to mood read because now that I'm finally, like, reading again at the end of each day, it feels really good. Good night. Guys, it's late. I look crazy, but I'm reading. It's actually not late. It's 8:52. Anyways, I'm 84% into the book. I don't know what page this is. But this quote, just listen. And if you love him enough to let him go, I could still make him happy. He could be happy. Oh my God! The freak, if he didn't want you in the beginning, what makes you think that if she decided to leave, he would then be like, oh my gosh, I want you and I'm so happy with you? Be so freaking for real. That actually just pissed me off. And then the things that you're saying to her is nasty and freaking brutal. And I know who freaking did this. I feel like it was her family. Like, frick this, frick you, frick all of them, frick this. Frick it all. Like, what? Like, if you left him, I could still make him happy. Girl, stand up. I hate to see a woman down. Hate to see a baddie down. Stand the frick up. Over a man? Yeah. You know what? I was thinking about this the other day. I feel like there's only one person I'd be really, really down bad for, and it's Paul Walker. I can't say that on the internet. Anyways, I just feel like that just really set me off. Like, camera across the room, I had to get up. I was reading in bed, all comfy. Had to get up, had to say, stand the frick up. Literally, no, stand up, girl. Don't listen to her. Dang. Not the paparazzi. Not the paparazzo. You know what? My sister is always like, the paparazzo, that's one paparazzi, Erica. Or like, that's one. Like, paparazzi is multiple, but paparazzo is like, it's paparazzi. If it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, it's gonna be paparazzi to me. Let's continue to read. Hydrate though. What happened? You know it's bad when Ivy's quiet. Oh no. Oh. No. Okay, you know what? I was going to pull out the camera and talk to you guys and be like, oh my gosh, they could have wrapped this book up at the 80% mark or whatever, because it kind of like was ending on a happy note. But I know that Elsie Silver was going to throw in a little bit of the curveball for the last 20%. Curveball thrown. I mean, it's nothing like truly unexpected, but this is the third act. This is the third act. But I feel like Elsie Silver's third act breakups, if you can call them that, are normally like good. Like they're plausible. That's what I was gonna say. You know what? I really like the fact that there's such cool exes. Like I feel like that's a good twist. Like normally you read about like one person being toxic, or like they're cool exes, they're cool co-parents. I kind of like that. But I do wonder if he's gonna find out about what that girl said to her, like, you should leave him, I can make him happy. Girl, bye. It was never going to be you. You know that TikTok that was trending and it was like an audio and it was never going to be you. It was so delusional. That's how I feel like all the time. Like it was never going to be you. I do believe that when you meet the one, you know the one, there's very little you could do to mess it up. So that also means that when it's not the one, there's very little you could do to like keep it together. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if that's not your person, that's not your person. And you asking the person that is his person to leave, it was never going to be you. Stand up. Get somebody else. Y'all are on a ranch. Y'all are on a ranch with dozens of cowboys. Pick one. Pick any. Okay, I'm gonna be back when I finish this, but this part is getting good because you know what? I'm probably not even gonna be back when I finish this. I'll be back when I have something else to say, which will probably be like 2 minutes later, because I feel like I know who did this to her. I'm over here yelling about a book, and my dad's yelling at football. You know what? What did he do? Oh my gosh, you guys will see this. Wait, this is in this vlog. I was gonna talk about how he got mate spoiled for me and I was yelling and he came in here. Do y'all remember that? Oh my gosh, it feels like a lifetime ago. But anyways, I'm going to update you guys when I have something else to say, but I've had enough tummy time. My neck is starting to hurt, so. Guys, I'm so happy. I just finished another book. I think that we are finally getting out of this reading slump. Like, I actually want to read at night. Like, I had my Kindle sitting there and I was watching Never Have I Ever and I was like, okay, I've had enough of this. Time to read. Time to read before I go to bed. It was so bad. Let's talk about the book, shall we? It was just a classic Elsie Silver book. I enjoyed my time, but it was nothing that I'm gonna rave over. I feel like I will compare all of her books to Reckless and Heartless. Like, those two are my favorite. Love them down bad, right? But I haven't really felt that spark in this series yet. Like, this one was better than Wild Love. So it's Wild Eyes, Wild Love. We're gonna see, what's the next one called? I really don't know. Let's check. But I think I'm just gonna give it 3 stars. I feel like it's pretty neutral. I feel like I had a good time reading it. I wanted to read it. I enjoyed the plot. I feel like my few complaints were that I felt like the daughter in the book, she's only 6 and they made her talk like she was at least like, and I'm being generous, 8 or 9 or 10. The son was fine. He was 8, but he was also kind of quiet. So I feel like that's why it worked out. Okay, let me pull up Goodreads. And then my other complaint, which it wasn't even really a complaint. I was just like mad at the way that they made the one girl where she's like, if you leave him, I'll make him happy. Girl, get the frick out of here. You better write a book on her, Elsie. Give us some redemption arc. Give us a redemption arc, because that's kind of messy. But yeah, I had a good time reading it. I can go through my questions. But I feel like, here's the thing. Now that I'm out of this whole, like, awkward, I don't really want to talk about books because I don't want to spoil them for others. Don't really know how to edit, like, a reading vlog phase. Like, I feel like I know how I'm going to edit this now, which is also exciting. And I feel like I don't need my list. Like, I don't really have anything else to say about the book. I enjoyed my time reading it. It's part of a big world at this point. And so, it's not my favorite. but I don't hate it. Like, I could not stand freaking... What was the book with Jasper? I think I gave the book like 2 stars. Like, it just, like, it wasn't my cup of tea. But all the rest of them have been pretty neutral besides Reckless, 5 stars. Heartless, 4.75. 4.75, 4.5. And that's all there is to it. So I enjoyed my time. I like the female main character. I really resonated a lot with her. Her taking back her voice, her power. West... He seems very charismatic. I like the way that he took care of her and took care of his family and just, like, was emotionally available. And, like, honestly, I liked him. We had no, like, tragic backstory when it came to him. I do like the fact that they kind of talked about his, like, how he felt, his loneliness. I did enjoy that part. But other than that, 3 stars. All around great book. Now, I do feel like I'm ready to go into a fantasy. We're going to try to give Alchemy of Secrets a go. Not tonight because it's 9:50 and I do have an event that I have to go to tomorrow. I'll probably bring this book with me because I'm going to go see my sister for a bit too. And I'll let you guys know what I read. I think I'm on like chapter 3. But we are so back. We are so back. Just in time. I'm happy to be reading again. I made a list of all the books that I wanted to read this year. Like, I think I did my top 25 of 2025. I need to find it. Let's see if I can find it. I think I accidentally wrote it upside down too. So I need to try to get to these books. I'm going to put them up on the screen. This is so bad. But keep in mind, I've been in a really bad reading slump basically all year. A Court of Thorn and Roses. A Court of Mist and Fury. A Court of Wings and Ruin. A Court of Frost and Starlight. A Court of Silver Flames. Ruthless Vows, which I did start, never finish. Iron Flame, I'm going to have to restart that. Onyx Storm. Two Twisted Crowns. Did start, never finish. Cruel Prince, check. Fearless, need to read. Assassin's Blade, you know what? I'm kind of fine with not doing that one because The Serpents of the Wings of the Night, I finished that. I can check that off. I can check that off. Okay, The Naturals, I actually started that, never finished. It was kind of creepy. Kind of liked it. Magic, which is a book that I read in middle school, so I need to reread that. I really want to. Percy Jackson book 2. This is next on my list. This is like needs to get done soon because the season 2 comes out December 10th. I watched the trailer. There's like leaked little stuff going around. I watched a bit of it, but I was like, you know what? I just want to go into it. Surprise. But I'm really excited based off the trailer alone. Immortal Instruments, City of Bones. Accomplice to the Villain. What the River Knows, Where the Library Hides. Book Lovers, I did read. Happy Place, I didn't read. Don't Be in Love, I haven't read. The Dead Romantics, The 7-Year Slip. So like the list, out of 25 books, I have read 3 on my 25 books to read in 2025. Will I get to all of these? Definitely not. Out of the new releases, I have Onyx Storm. I did read King of Envy. Have that and read it. I didn't get Scythe and Sparrow, but I'm interested in that series. A Great Big Beautiful Life, I have it. Say You'll Remember Me, I didn't get that. Beg, Borrow, Steal, I have it and I read it. Rewind It Back, haven't got that yet. Deep End, I have it, but I haven't read it. The Strawberry Patch Pancake House, I have it and I read it. Accomplice to the Villain, I have it, I have not read it. Wild Side, that's the 3rd book. Haven't read it. Funny Story Paperback, didn't get it. Watch Me, have it, but haven't read it. So those are all the books that I was interested in for the year. But yeah, I'm just excited to read. I do think that I'm going to buy the dramatized audiobook of ACOTAR, like the first half of the first book, and maybe listen to that in the next reading vlog while I like work on some stuff that I need to get done for VLOGMAS. Alright, I'm gonna go to bed. Next time you see me, I will hopefully be reading and or talking about Alchemy of Secrets by Stephanie Garber. This is going to be our last book of this vlog. Good night! Hello guys. It's really late. Well, for me. It's 10:43 p.m. and this reading vlog will end Friday. It's currently Monday. And so we need to get reading. I'm supposed to be reading Alchemy of Secrets. I have not picked it up since I finished Wild Eyes. But I saw this TikTok today about Quicksilver. And I really want to read Quicksilver. Here's the thing. Quicksilver is thick. But I feel like the purpose of this video has been fulfilled, right? Which is getting me out of my reading slump. I actually want to pick up books at night. I had 2 coffees today and a nap, so I don't think I'm going to be going to bed. You never know. Anytime soon. So the thing is, should I read Quicksilver or should I continue with Alchemy of Secrets? I always do this where I like start a book, like the first few chapters, and then I just abandon it. I abandon it. And it's not because I don't want to, it's just because my brain is like, read Quicksilver. Let's see, if Quicksilver is on Kindle Unlimited, then I'm gonna read it. If it's not, then I might just read Alchemy of Secrets because Quicksilver is in the book room and Alchemy of Secrets is literally, I'm staring at it right across the room. So let's see. But I really want to read it. And like the TikTok, you might be thinking, oh, was it an aesthetic? Was it this? No, it was literally just talking about how the author, how she like designed the original cover, which I have the original cover, like the physical copy. It's beautiful. And I really like the cute little purple butterflies. I have no idea what it means, but I just thought that it was, honestly, the color scheme is such a great contrast to like the main character on the front. I like how it's like pretty blues and purples, and then he's standing there and he's like dark and brooding with a sword. Anyways, and how basically, I don't know if it was like the publishing industry or however that works, but somebody made her change it, or like people were being mean to her about the cover, which is, you know, insane. I still don't really know how to work my Kindle, but I have so much fun using it. Okay. Quicksilver, please be on Kindle Unlimited. You know which books you really want to read when it comes down to it, I guess. It's updating my Kindle experience. And it is. Let's go. Let's freaking go. Okay, I'm gonna start Quicksilver. If I don't like it, then obviously I'll switch back to Alchemy of Secrets. Like I said, there's nothing wrong with it. I just feel like I'm such a mood reader. It's really hard for me to do like themed videos because I get burned out easily, or I have to have so many different like genres in a theme video. Like if I do fall reads, you can have like, which this is a fall reading vlog, but more of like I'm getting out of a book slump fall reading vlog. But anyways, you can have romance, you can have thrillers, like there's so many different ones. For Christmas, it was really hard for me to do one because it's just Christmas books, you know? And so I always think about that. Download. Thank goodness for Kindle Unlimited too, because you know how many books I don't have that I read on Kindle? A lot. Okay, so does anybody know what Quicksilver is about? Because I don't. I'm going in so blind. I have no idea. Is it like vampires or whatever? Like, I don't know. I remember I was trying to choose between The Serpents and the Wings of the Night and Quicksilver a long time ago, and I ended up going with The Serpents and the Wings of the Night. That was around like July. Okay, we got a little map. I don't know how to pronounce half of these words. Terran Ross Island, the Shield, the Winter Palace. Okay, I can pronounce that one. Never forget, monsters thrive best in the dark. Commit all you read here to memory. Prepare for war. Hold on. Why is that the first pronunciation guide? People. Saris. You know what's crazy about pronunciations? What happens when you can't pronunciate the pronunciation right? Saris. Rosarius. Nashakri. Come on, Erica. Ishaba. You know what? Some of this sounds a little suspect to me, so I'm just gonna pronounce it how I want to in my head. And I feel like that's okay, because that's how it's gonna end up anyways. Dania. Okay, I got that one. Talina. Oh, there's a second page of pronunciation. Let's read the first sentence together. You know, there's really no need for all this violence. Anticlimactic. Okay, I'm gonna come back because, as expected, I have no idea what's going on. 12 hours and 6 minutes! I knew this book was thick. For comparison, Wild Eyes is a pretty thick romance, and when I opened it up, it said 6 hours. This is double that. We'll see if I like it. I'll come back. I need to wash my face in case I fall asleep while reading this, but I think I'm going to try to read the first like 2 or 3 chapters and then figure it out. The only thing that I really don't enjoy about fantasy books is once you're in it, it's the best time ever, right? Like, especially like the first book in a series, and I do believe that this is going to be a series, which somebody told me to stop starting series. I'm in the middle of a trillion, but once you're in it, it's fun. You don't have a learning curve, but the first half of any fantasy book and series, really the first book, pulling teeth. Like, it's good, but like there's just such a learning curve. And why am I feeling like there's going to be a learning curve? Right now it's giving slums of Ilia. Is that the place in Powerless? I honestly don't know what they call the kingdom. Also, somebody tell me to finish Powerless. Literally just left myself on a cliffhanger at the end of book 2, which it wasn't really that. It was kind of anticlimactic. Like, I felt like we all saw it coming. I don't know how it ends, though, so don't spoil it. I need to read Fearless and then read the novella. That's besides the point. Wow, I have so much to read. So much to catch up on. Update. I'm not that far in, but I think I'm gonna read it until I fall asleep. All I know so far is she's special. Like, she has special powers. She's fighting right now with somebody. She's a thief. And there's a real power imbalance. Like, there's basically the haves and the have-nots, if you will. And the haves definitely don't care about the have-nots, and there's violence against women and men. And so that's what I've gotten from the first 2 chapters, pretty much. And she really cares about her younger brother, as most older sisters do. So that's my spiel. I'll come back tomorrow. I do want to try to read like at a coffee shop tomorrow. We'll see. I have some videos and stuff that I need to work on and get done pretty quickly, since Vlogmas is right around the corner, but I feel like I could spare like an hour, 30 minutes, so we'll see. But good night, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Oh, also, this book is long. It updated again. I guess it calculated my real reading ability, and it went from 12 hours to 15. You calling me a slow reader or something? You calling me a slow reader? Yeah, we'll see about that. So I feel like once I really lock in, it'll calculate my real reading speed. But I'm tired right now. See you tomorrow. Good night. Good morning, guys. This is proof that I bought you out of the house. The lighting's a little bad, but there's nothing I can do about it. This is proof that I bought you guys out of the house to go to a cafe and like read. But here's the thing. I want to go to Dunkin' to get the Wicked like collab munchkin holes, and I want a coffee from Dunkin' because the one that I had yesterday was really good. But if I get my coffee, I obviously need to go home and do like YouTube editing and work. So I could come back out later, which maybe, but probably not. I might just sit in the book room and read. It just like, it never really works out for me, and I woke up late today, or I was just like laying in bed, honestly. And so proof that I brought you guys out of the house today with the intention to read, but also proof that it's just not gonna work out. Okay, now I gotta try to get over it, because what is this? No. Game plan for reading today, but I feel like this is the issue that I run into on a daily basis. I'm too tired really to read that much at night, so I like reading during the day, obviously, but then I'm busy during the day. So here's my plan. I'm gonna go home and finish editing my video, and while it's uploading, I'll meet you guys in the book room to read. I do have my coffee. I just went for a simple butter pecan French vanilla latte from Dunkin'. It's my favorite. I just got back from the gym too. Oh my gosh, it's so good. I had the tiniest sip. And then I got the munchkins. I got some yesterday for my mom, but they claim that they were out of the actual like Wicked munchkins. And so I don't know if you can see this. I just got like assorted, but I wanted a tin can for myself and to let my mom try them. They seem hard. It's straight sugar. I don't know what I was expecting, but anyway. Let's go home and get to work. I do need to make breakfast, but that might have to wait. Don't judge my hair, because I don't feel like brushing my hair. And here's the thing. Sometimes I think about like my channel overall, and I'm like, if people click on this video, you're going to look how you're looking right now. Do you want them to see you like this? But then I realized, this is my channel. It's so inauthentic of me to like brush my hair because I'm turning on the camera. Like, if I wasn't going to turn on the camera, I wouldn't brush my hair. And so I shouldn't let the camera change that. Anyways, I don't feel like reading. I don't. And let me tell you why. Getting into fantasy books is so hard. Like, I want to read, but that's why I think I read Wild Love so quickly, because you automatically jump into the plot. Like, there's already something going on. With fantasy, there's all this world building that I don't care about. And so I searched up the aesthetic to give myself hope right? And the aesthetic looks beautiful. Why does it seem so romantic? Where is the main male character? I haven't even found him yet. Granted, I'm only on chapter 3, but I'm just saying. So that's why I don't want to read, but I'm going to force myself to read because I know that once I get into the plot, I'll be happy that I did the groundwork. But the groundwork is never fun. It's never fun. I feel like that is my issue when it comes to fantasy. I decided last year that fantasy was my favorite genre, right? I thought I was a romance girly, and then I started reading fantasy, and I was like, no, this is where we're at. Specifically, actually, I don't even really care about romantasy. Like, obviously, I want there to be some romance in the fantasy, but I've read fantasy books where it's heavily fantasy, not a lot of romance, and I still enjoy it. The plot just has to be good. But without fail, in the beginning, you're going to have to do some world building. So I'm gonna turn off my TV. I was watching Never Have I Ever. And we're gonna read. I'm gonna do chapterly check-ins. So far, she just did the dumbest thing she could possibly do. Well, she did 2 dumb things. She took something that wasn't hers, that was of significant value, then had a nerve to leave it with someone untrustworthy. And now she's shocked. Now she's shocked. She's bamboozled. As if I didn't see that coming. I have some predictions. I feel like whoever took the thing that she took is going to get caught. And that's how we're going to end up her, like, meeting our male main character. Just finished chapter 3 on chapter 4. Things are heating up. What I suspected was right. And I don't know. I feel like the first part of what I suspected was right. So I feel like the second part's also going to be right. I mean, it just makes logical sense. But other than that, I don't really have anything to say. Our female main character is a baddie. Chapter 4. Here we go. I think I just figured out something. I'm still on chapter 4. I'm getting kind of sleepy. They keep going on and on about how, like, they're just humans and the queen is just humans, but, like, she's been alive for so long. And I remember when I was looking up the aesthetic of the book, I saw something and I was like, interesting. I didn't think that this book had that trope in it. Homegirl don't even know what she just walked into. Oh my gosh. She has no idea what's about to go down. I'm not sure if I'm right, but I feel like I'm 90% right. If so, I mean, I know she's gonna be fine because we're 11% in. But it's like, what if there was a fantasy book where they killed off the main girl character in the beginning? That'd be crazy. That'd be crazy. I feel like that'd be a shock for real. Chapter 5. Oh my gosh. The queen is scary. What are we doing? Okay. Sleepy dumb. And you know what's so crazy? These chapters are long as frick. Like, I'm so sleepy. I might come back after this. I might not. I really just want to get into the story though, which I feel like I'm on the outskirts. Like, I'm trying to figure out what's going on. But I feel like once I get into the story, I'll be, like, more invested, obviously. We have the entrance of our male main character. Oh my gosh, this is like movie like writing right here. Like, I'm reading it and it just sounds like it would go so good in a movie. Like, listen to this. Emerging from the silver, the huge figure rose from the pool as if ascending from the very depths of hell itself. Movie-esque. Okay, I'm on chapter 6. I think I'm gonna stop giving chapter updates and probably just read in the dark until I can't anymore. It's getting kind of good. Obviously, our main male character, or who I think is our main male character, just appeared. Literally, kind of, sort of, out of thin air. Not really, but low-key he did. And so, I'm excited to see this dynamic. Currently, he is saving our female main character. I don't really think his first words to her were pathetic. And that, I kind of took offense to that because she's anything but. And so I feel like, I don't know, there's gonna be some cute little banter going on. But the aesthetic that I found on Pinterest, I'm gonna see if I saved it. If I saved it, then I'll include it in here. It made the book sound so romantic, and so I'm really hoping that that's what this is. Let's see if I saved it. Also, I only look at book aesthetics on Pinterest. I try not to go on TikTok because you guys know you'll get a spoiler real quick. So tip, if you ever want to get a feel for like the vibe, the like color palette, the scheme, the characters, look it up on Pinterest. Okay, unfortunately, I did not save it. Let's see if I can find it. I actually just read this quote. Okay, you do have to be careful with some of them though, because they will give some quotes away. Okay, of course I can't find the one that I had. I don't know. She's gorgeous though. She is beautiful, and so is he. He is fine. Who was finna tell me? Like, I saw on the cover of the book, which tomorrow we'll get the physical book, and so maybe I'll read at a cafe. I say this every day, and then I don't, so we'll see. Wow. I'm just a sucker for a brunette, low-key. I don't know why. I think I talked about this in one of my reading vlogs. Whenever I read a book, I never picture them as blonde. The only people that I confidently picture as blonde, Aaron Warner, Tessa from After. I do think that I picture one of the Hawthorne brothers as blonde. Maybe. I think I picture Grayson as blonde. And then, I think those are it, though. Everybody else, they get, even if you tell me it's blonde hair, like Winter in Reckless has blonde hair, up here, it's dark. Okay? I don't know what it is about a brunette. It's just how my brain likes to picture it. 9 times out of 10. I don't know. I don't know why I felt the need to say that. Anyways, I'm gonna go to bed. I'm gonna continue to read. I am happy with my choice because things are getting good. I hope that I can at least get to 50% before this vlog ends. I don't know if I'll be able to finish the whole thing. Probably go to bed because it's 9:30 and it's cold and I'm tired. Good night. See you tomorrow. Okay, I'm back home. Let me show you. I got some more Christmas advent calendars. I originally have one that's over here for my sister, and then I thought I'd get one for me and maybe one for my brother if he wants it. He's not a big chocolate guy though, so I don't know. But I'll give it to someone. But I thought these were cute. I've been not secretly. I've just been preparing for Vlogmas and like buying little stuff. So let's talk about the book. I was reading the physical copy while I was sitting down in there. I don't know, I just figured I'd read in the physical one. Tell me why chapter 8 is what I got to last night. And I felt like I was, because on Kindle I only have the percentage. I can't see the page number. So chapter 8, if I can find it, was page 108. And that was like, I thought I was so like not, which I'm not that far into it. This is how far I am into this thick of a book. And it was like, oh, you're 11% in, 18% in. That's literally insane. But anyways, thoughts. I was very invested once our male main character came into the picture. He is very ruthless right now, but I do find that my heart wants to give him the benefit of the doubt and wants to give him a chance because he's been through so much. We only know little snippets from what he said. Basically, it's giving imprisonment at the cost of everybody else, and I know that there's more to the backstory, but right now he is not fond of our female main character, at least from the POV that we're in, and basically just thinks that she's like a cockroach. Like, he has no, like, sort of romantic feelings towards her whatsoever, and so, but she thinks that he's beautiful, right? Like, she keeps saying it over and over again. She's, like, kind of scared of him. I feel like she's also a lot softer now, too. I wouldn't even say that it's softer. It's just, like, she's not as, like, hard cut and ruthless as she used to be. Also, she's in a whole new, like,
place, like a whole new spot. Before we were in like, honestly, I was picturing like where Peyton was from in Powerless, if you read it, like desert, poverty, just not doing well. And now she's in something called, it's the map that they give you at the beginning of the book. It's like the winter whatever. Oh, they show you who's running things. This map looks way different than the one on Kindle. Anyways, we're just gonna say the Winter Palace. I actually don't know if it's called that or not, and it's like very grand, very beautiful. There's mountains. I'm kind of picturing the Night Court from ACOTAR. Those are the vibes that it's giving. We've met a few different people. I can't decide if they're going to be friend or foe. I really hope that they're going to be friends. I don't know. I really don't know too much. I'm only 10 chapters in. It kind of just feels like we're getting a bunch of information and I'm trying to put all the pieces together, but I am invested. Right now, I think also, I did not get a book while I was at Barnes. Clap it up. No, seriously. Clap. Clap it up. I didn't get a book because I decided to be responsible and get groceries from Trader Joe's. Hence the advent calendars that I put over there. Yeah, so I didn't get a book. I think I'm going to shower and then probably read some more. I do need to edit more. I did not edit that much today and it's going to bite me in the butt. And so I need to get a roll on that. But we only have a few more days together reading this. I think I'm going to end this vlog either Friday or Saturday. And so I would like to be 50% of the way through. I don't know what 50% is. I don't even know how many chapters there are. Oh wait, I never even read the back of the book. Should I read it now? Also, I predicted earlier that I thought that they were going to be vampires. I don't think that I actually said it. They're not vampires, they're fae. I don't really know how that works because they're low-key like kind of vampires in my mind. Like they have the teeth and everything, so. Anyways, that's not a spoiler. It says the fae have always been the stuff of myth, of legends, of nightmares on the back. Ooh! Oh no. It's giving enemies, for real. I don't know if I can handle that. I really want them to be together. You know what? You know what set me up? The Pinterest aesthetics. The Pinterest aesthetics. It's giving, he'll die for her. But right now it's giving, he'll let her die. And so yeah, I think I'm going to continue to read the rest of this on my Kindle tonight. And I'll probably update you guys in the morning. Hopefully I get to read tonight. That's my update. I feel like he is so like, it's giving anti-hero, right? Like I feel like there's so much more to them. Also, we did learn about a little bit of the family dynamic, which is very interesting. They kind of touched on it and I'm just like... You know, I don't know why I feel like he's going to be my favorite and why I feel like I'll love him. But right now it's not giving I love him. It's giving, stop saying that. But I do feel really bad for him, basically. I do. Let's see how many chapters there are. There's 44 chapters, 608 pages. So half of that would be what, like 304? Basically, when I get to chapter 20, I'll be halfway. Okay, I feel like I could finish that in time because I'm on chapter 10 right now. I like make it halfway with you guys. Oh, all right, I'm gonna go. See you when I see ya. I'm not even gonna lie to you guys, it's been a minute since we last talked, but I've been home alone all day. My parents were out and about, and so I edited, I cleaned, I did laundry, I finished up Secret Wives of Morbid Life Season 3. I haven't watched the new Max and Hall episode, but I'll get to it. Like, I just had a lot of time. I took a nap, I feel rested, and so I feel like now's the chance for me to read, because I find that when I have things to do on my plate, I can't focus on reading. Like, I feel bad, and I feel like this is going to lead to a whole nother topic discussion of just like, I need to get back on schedule. I feel like after studying for the MCAT and just studying in general for so long, it's not even that I hated a schedule, I just like didn't want to be so regimented and like waking up at this time and like da-da-da-da. But I think I need to get back to that because now I'm just like, I'm on chapter 10, right where we left off, and I have the urge to read. I have some Christmas ambiance going. I'm gonna charge you guys up while I read. I'm trying to give our male main character the benefit of the doubt because it's obvious that he's been through some things. But he is so nasty and so rude right now. Like, I feel like if someone said this to me, I'd cry, for sure. I've never claimed to be a tough warrior type of girl. I'm more of this soft-hearted, silent fighter type of girl. But she's giving it to him right back. She said, "Are you a mass murderer or no?" Tell me now, because I need to know if I'm breathing the same air as you. Or if I'm breathing the same air as a mass murderer. What the freak? What the freak is going on? I'm on chapter 11. The hard thing about fantasy books is like, you never know who people are, right? Nobody's ever who they say they are. You're kind of just like reading the story, following along. I try not to form opinions because it backfires. Like, I know I'll end up liking Kingfisher later, but right now, I don't really, like, I'm rooting for him, but I'm like, you're kind of a butthole. I'm just saying, dude, like, he's so mean. Like, it could have gone so wrong. And he was like, academic purposes. What? Like, oh my gosh. I never liked the idea of, like, you seeing somebody screaming, crying, throwing up in pain, and you're like, keep going. What? What are we doing? What are we doing? Like, it just makes me sick to my stomach. But, like, oh my gosh, I don't know. I feel like I always try to compare all of my male main characters to Rhysand and Akatar. Like, his relationship that he had with his whatever. And, like, here's the thing. I remember not liking him, but he was never cruel. He was never cruel. I need to reread it. I feel like he was never, well, maybe he was. Like, well, maybe, but I feel like he never wanted to see the person that he was interested in hurting. And, like, he pushed her to be better, obviously, and, like, taught her things because she wasn't a part of that world. So, obviously, there was, like, a lot of stuff that she didn't know. But I don't remember him ever doing it in a cruel way. But maybe he did, low-key. I don't know. Yeah, he did. I'm thinking of, like, you know what scene just popped into my head? Under the Mountain, when he's like, drink. Oh my gosh, how can I forget about that? Okay. Maybe I'm being too harsh, but, like, I'm like, dang, like, literally he was like, you either do this or you freaking die. And, I don't care either way. Gosh, I just hate, and, like, I could just tell she was screaming and crying and throwing up, and he's just like, do what I say and it'll be fine. I'm like, oh my gosh, like, can we be a little nice? I don't know. We're 27% in. I'm probably gonna read another chapter and then probably make some dinner and then read downstairs for a bit. Back to feeling bad for Kingfisher again. Like, what are we doing? 1 second I'm mad, 1 second I'm laughing, 1 second I'm like, that's the sign of a good book. Okay, I'll tell you one of the quotes I highlighted. So basically, I highlighted a quote that said, bad human. That had me weak. Basically, he did something to her, she did something to him, he gets mad, throws her over his shoulder and throws her down on the bed and it's like, bad human. I don't know why that made me giggle. But we just found out some new information about, like, their family dynamic background, everything that's going on at the palace, and I'm just like, ooh. Like, I knew the king was, like, kind of shysty just by, like, the first scene that we got, but, like, this is a whole new level. This is giving Young and the Restless, Bold and the Beautiful, if you will. I figured I'd give you some updates while I make my very sad dinner. PB&J and some tater tots. Honestly, I get into these moods where not leaving the house sounds fantastic to me, and what's even better is I don't have many days where I'm like home alone, because obviously I live in a pretty decent sized family, so there's always somebody around or like having conversations with people constantly, and sometimes I just feel like I never have any seconds for my brain to think. So needless to say, I went out last night, and today my parents, they like told me that they were gonna leave and like go do something, and I was like, a day at home alone? Say less. And it's been like a true day at home alone. Like, sometimes they'll go out to like dinner or whatever, and it'll just be like a few hours, but I've had the whole day. And so, I don't know, I'm just feeling really peaceful. Anyways, about the book. We're getting small like glimpses and scenes of like, I don't know, it was like at first he really was not, like, freaking with her, you know? Understandably so. I don't know too much about the fae-human dynamic in this book, but it is just very evident that they look down on humans, which I feel like you can expect if you read a bunch of fantasy. But it's not really clear, like, there's some type of, like, past there, right? And we get little glimpses, and I feel like immediately when you first start reading the book, you feel very bad for him, just, like, based off of his dynamic with everybody in the court, in the Winter Palace, if you will. I feel like I really like when books do this, when you know just about as much as the female main character because you're in her mind, and then maybe down the line they start offering you different POVs. But I love when you know only what the female knows, because it's easier for you to put yourself in her shoes and understand why she's acting the way that she's acting. I feel like if you introduce like too many POVs right off the jump, or if you just have like a narrator voice and so you like over explain like everybody else's opinions and stuff, then it can be hard for you to relate to the person that's getting the most like amount of pages, right? Needless to say, we're starting to see him soften up around her, and she is also noticing that, so that is very interesting. But I do feel like it's gonna be one of those things where he's gonna betray her. It's either gonna be him or the sister or something, like or someone. Those are all the people we know. But like, I just feel like it's just not gonna end greatly for her, because she is in a position of where like everybody else has the full picture and she doesn't, and she's kind of asked multiple times like, hey, why is this happening? What's going on? Where am I? Why is so-and-so acting like this? Yada yada yada. And they just answer in riddle about ways, which I also like from a reader perspective. It's just nice. We just had a scene where we kind of get our first, I feel like there's been 2 or 3 glimpses where we suspected that he like has feelings for her, but we just got like our first definite scene of like, and you can't even say has feelings for her. I just feel like he is like, oh, she's not worthless. Like, oh, maybe I should be a little bit nicer to her. Like, she's not scum. I guess you could technically say our second scene of that. And the first scene, she didn't really register, but we registered. The second scene, I feel like she's really registering like, wait, why didn't he snap back? Why didn't he clap back? Why didn't he do this? Why didn't he do that? And I'm just like, he feeling you, boo. But I do think that the politics in this book is so interesting. Like, I don't think I've read anything like it in a minute. It makes me so excited. So I'm gonna eat my dinner, watch a show, sit on the couch, read with some ambiance. It's gonna be a great night. I'm gonna go fill up my water bottle and hope that my tots get done. Perfect timing. About this scene that I just read. So I guess wherever we are, wherever our main girl character grew up, there's not foxes. So wherever she is now, she screams, she sees a fox. Our male main character goes to like investigate, and he's like, oh my gosh, it's a fox. You don't have foxes where you come from? So he picks up the sword about to kill it, and she's like, no, don't kill it, like it did nothing wrong. So she like gets in front of me, he's like, move away, it's gonna bite you. And she's like, it's not gonna bite me. And then she goes, it bit me. It was so funny in the moment, but oh my gosh, I feel like she's just like, when she's not with him, she's like this tough, strong female warrior, and then when she's with him, she's just like, I feel like she's so annoyed with herself because she keeps making mistakes that she wouldn't normally make, and she's like, you can tell that she's feeling very like dumb and like stupid, and it just reminds me of like when you have a crush on somebody and literally like you walk into stuff, you trip over thin air, you say things that you've never said before, you mispronounce words that you've been saying your whole life, like nothing is making sense. And she can't help it, like she's, every time he literally moves, she's like, his arms so strong, sweating her. The sweat glistened on his hair as it dropped down his... I'm like, girl. And she's like, but I hate him though. You're not doing a great job. He's doing an excellent job of like, I don't know. Like, he's just been through a lot. Like, I love how the author writes him in a way where like, you're defensive from the start. Like, I'm defensive with myself. I'm like, I don't like him. And then another part of myself is like, don't be mean. He had a rough upbringing. Very interesting. But that was hilarious. I'm gonna read you a quote, why I'm so frustrated with him. She goes, basically they're arguing about the fox. The fox climbs under her dress, and he's like, finally, something useful for all that material. She's like, I don't want to be wearing this either. This isn't even what you found me in. What was I wearing? He makes another crude remark. She's like, pants and a shirt and a pair of really good boots. Do you have any idea what those boots cost me? He said, let me guess, your virginity. Was it necessary? Was it necessary? Was it necessary? It's mean and it's cruel in a way where, like, why are you being so mean and cruel? It's really hard to root for him right now, but I also feel bad for him because I know that he had a rough upbringing. Like, we have a little bit more of a glimpse, and each glimpse that we get is just like, ooh. Like, every time I'm just like, ooh. But, like, you don't have to be so mean to her. Like, she's not doing anything to you. Matter of fact, she's just trying to survive. That's always my thing with these female main characters in fantasy books. They're really never doing too much. They're just trying to survive. And the men of these fantasy books, the kings, the royal armies, the male main characters when they first meet, like, any type of male position in a book, they're so crude and they're so nasty and they're meddling. If you weren't meddling in her business, she wouldn't even be here. She might be dead, but still, you're being mean to her. You're kicking her while she's already down. And for what? For what? I'm sorry. He said, let me guess, your virginity. And she says, F you. He said, sure, but I'm afraid I don't have any new boots to trade for your time. Oh my gosh. He's so cruel. Okay, he just did something nice. It's whiplash. It's banter. But it's whiplash banter. Gosh. One thing about me, I'm easily scary. I'm home alone. Why did I just hear footsteps upstairs? I'm gonna try to make it to the end of this chapter and then shower, and then I'll come back and talk to you guys. I'll probably end the vlog tomorrow. I'm gonna try to make it as close to 50% as possible. It's so bad. It's so bad. My camera's blinking at me, so I don't have a lot of time, but I just find him so, like, crude and rash, but, like, in an endearing way. Everything that's going on in this chapter, I think I'm on chapter 11, is just, like, you know? No, please don't do it. Don't do it. No. When your Sims don't act the way you want them to? No, she actually did it. That was chapter 12. I'm now on chapter 13. I like him. I know what I was saying earlier, guys, but I like him. I feel like this is giving the perfect setup for a really good fantasy. I feel like they have the bond that I feel like we all want to see in fantasies. The unspoken communication, the spoken communication. Just like the yearning is there. The plot is there. The mysterious aspect is there. Like, I'm really enjoying my time. Oh my gosh. Okay, guys. It's later. I finished showering, washed my hair, and so I think I'm just going to read some more in bed tomorrow. I will update you on how far I've gotten, but tomorrow will be the last day, no matter what. And so I leave you with that. Good night, and I will see you tomorrow. Okay, I'm 42% of the way through. I'm really enjoying my time reading. I wanted to wait and update you guys until I was 50% of the way through and then end the vlog, but I'll come back right before bed because it's just so good. So much has happened from when we last talked. It's literally just like the next day, so it's Sunday, so I've just been reading, you know, as one does. Our male main character is rude to our female main character. 99% of the time. But he is so, like, we're getting a new side of him because we switched up locations, right? He is so, oh, he's so kind. He's been through so much. Like, it's such a weird feeling knowing that there's something more to what happened and everybody kind of being like, hush, hush, nobody really wants to say anything. And I thought it was because it was something bad, but it turns out it's just because it hurts him and no one wants to cause him any more pain, because whatever it was that he did, he basically sacrificed himself to save everybody else, right? I have no idea what this is. So I could be wrong, but I feel like that's the general vibe that I'm getting. And whatever happened to him was so painful, but he just like took it on the chin. And so like out of respect for him and out of respect for this great thing that he did, everybody's kind of being hush hush about it. Now our female main character, right? When you're hearing how he's talking to her, you're like, he's a freaking butthole, like hate him. But the thing is like, you can't even hate him. You can't. But you do feel bad for her. So you feel bad for her and for the Kingfisher that she like has, but you love Kingfisher based on like everybody else's perception of him. And like, I don't know, he's done some bad things, right? To her and her only. So it's just like, but I don't know. I really do feel like he's trying to help her. I think I'm on chapter like 17 or 18 or something like that. It's going good. There was a interaction that we just had which prompted me to pull out the camera. Anytime someone asks her a question, she's like, you're excited to see him? And they're like, oh my gosh, yes, like da-da-da. And they talk to him. They're so excited to see him. He's so nice to them. And it never once crosses her mind that maybe she should stop when people are like, hey, do you know who this is? Maybe she shouldn't be like, a butthole. That's who that is. Because obviously he's gone through a great deal of pain towards these people. I just know she's gonna get herself in a mess. Another thing that happened, our two main characters struck up a deal, kind of an alliance, so that they can both stop fighting and like work towards a common goal. Things went south, as they do in books. And so new location, new and old characters unlocked, the whole thing. So I feel like we're getting a better sense of who he is. But I'm just like, I'm not annoyed with her because I get where she's coming from. Really, I do. He like never defends himself towards her or towards anybody else, like good or bad. He's just like whatever. And she like is just not getting it. Like, stop talking. That's what my brain is like. Stop saying nasty things about him because it's going to backfire on you. Not only is she in a brand new place again, you were never even in a secure enough place to be talking all this schmack about him. Even his worst enemies don't like you more. So why are you yip yapping away? We have a new old character unlocked, right? I do sense a hint of jealousy, but low-key, tell me why I kind of like... I don't know if it's a love triangle, but I'm not mad at either or. But I just know that Kingfisher is not having it. Like, there was a little moment that we're privy to where he's like, our two characters, so our female main character and then this other character, they're like kind of bantering, and he catches wind of it, and he's like, what the frick is this? What the frick is this? He was like, come on, let's go. I just know he wasn't expecting that. And so that's where I'm at. I'll come back at 50% and just talk some more. But I'm really enjoying my time. I have my fake rain going. It's on mute right now, as you guys saw. And I'm just having a splendid, delightful Sunday evening. It's getting kind of late though, so I need to go to bed early so I can wake up relatively early. It's been a long time since I read a good fantasy, like a classic good fantasy, because this whole time I've been sitting here complaining about their relationship dynamic and it just popped into my head. I was like, they're enemies to lovers. Like, genuinely, the thought never crossed my mind. I was like, why are they doing this to each other? Like, it's just so. And then I'm reading this one scene where basically it's like one bed trope, but like not really. It's girl thinks it's one bed trope, boy is leaving because he can't stand to see her in pain, so he is going to take business elsewhere, and you know that when this time comes, like, she's going to miss him, and when he comes back, she's going to feel happy and relieved that he's there. He's going to know that she's happy and relieved that he's there. He'll probably make a joke. She'll be like, and to think that I missed you. And then he'll probably be like, it's okay, I missed you too. It's so good. I have no business squealing and acting like this. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna continue to read this after I end this vlog, and we'll pick back up with like the Christmas vlog, and I'll tell you guys about my thoughts, endings. Maybe I'll just pick up where I left off, but I need to start editing this. But anyways, I don't know why I thought that was so funny. I was like, this is classic enemies to lovers. But you know what? This is what I feel like book readers mean when we say we want an original story and we don't want it to just be like trope based. Like the fact that like as I was reading, my brain like didn't register that it was like kind of, because it's not like one bed trope, but it's thrown in there in a way that makes sense with the story. It's so good. Like this is what we mean by don't just like throw tropes in there that don't make sense. Don't follow other people's plots. Like I don't know if there's any sorts of problems with this book, if it's copied from another book. I haven't read anything like it. I haven't seen any discourse on it. I've just seen people really like it. And so I don't know. This is just such a good book. Oh, I'm just so happy. I'm just so happy. Right now we're sitting at minimum of like 3.54 stars. Minimum. I'm enjoying my time and it's just so good. Let me tell you something. We're getting somewhere. Like, it was good before, but he's so down bad. He can't hold his mask anymore. Let me read you this one line. Whoa, okay, I was just trying to keep the peace. If you guys need a buffer, we don't. Fisher fired back at him. He said, we don't need no freaking buffer. And if you try to take her seat, I will knock your head off. That's what I'm talking about. Also, 49% in. I'll be back soon, Pookies. Guys, clap. I made it 50% of the way through. Clap, because I didn't think we were going to get here. I am going to continue to read, but it's 9 o'clock, so I figured I would go ahead and end this vlog. I'm trying to think of all the books that I read. Let's go to the book room. Guys, I thought I was recording that whole time. Now I have to redo it. Alright, I got to 50% of Quicksilver, so that is the end of this reading vlog. Let's quickly go through, again, what I've read since the beginning of this vlog. I started off with Mate by Ali Hazelwood. This is a new release. I enjoyed it so much. I was a little upset because part of the plot did get spoiled for me, if you remembered, but nonetheless, I still ended up giving it 5 stars. Next, I did Hot for Slade on Apple Books, like the audiobooks. That was my first audiobook like ever, so I was pretty neutral about it. I ended up giving it 3 stars. I had nothing to compare it to, and it served its purpose. Like, it was enjoyable, it was quick, it was short. It kept me entertained while I was setting up this room. Next, I finished The Serpents and the Wings of the Night. This book, I ended up giving it, I think, 3 stars. Not because I didn't like it. It was just like I was going through a weird time. I was going through a life slump, a book slump. It was hard for me to read. I had a lot going on. And so I feel like I can't judge this book too harshly because the last 10 chapters had me on my toes. I'm not someone that's obsessed with the main male character right now. Like, I didn't really have an issue with him throughout the beginning of the book. I was kind of just waiting for the other shoe to drop. Other shoe dropped. And so I'm really excited to read or to continue with the rest of the series. That's my thoughts on that. And then last but not least, I did read like the first 2 chapters of Alchemy of Secrets, but softy enough for when I'm more in the mood for that. But let's talk about Quicksilver. So, as you guys know, I made it to the 50% mark and I'm absolutely loving it. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm gonna end this vlog, go back into my room and read it until I fall asleep. It's so good. I am so excited to see what happens. I have so many complex emotions right now because our male main character is so misunderstood, but he like doesn't make it easy. You know, those type of characters that you read about where like you don't like them and you have reason not to like them, but you also know they've just been through so much. Well, this book does that, but with an added twist because you see how everybody else regards him and they love him so much, but like the way that he treats our female main character makes me want to rip out my hair. And also our female main character doesn't make it easy because she just like is so novice in this new world and new atmosphere that she's in, and she knows nothing, and it's like she doesn't want to know. Like, she's just so concerned with trying to get back to her old life, which I guess I get it, but it's also like she's kind of making a fool out of herself, and I just know, or I feel like towards the end she's going to regret like not like trying to do better. Like, for instance, she makes this one comment. Someone says that she should get to know the other fae and not just refer to fae as like this one type of fae. Like, there's different types of like fae, fairies, and creatures in this world. And she's like, I'm not going to be here for long, so it doesn't matter. That's the equivalent of like, hey, you should get to know everybody in this room. Doesn't matter. I'm not going to be here for long. I don't care to. I just feel like she's going to regret that. And the world that she's trying to run so hard back to, she was miserable while she was there. It's giving Feyre. Like, you were miserable, but you want to go back. And for what? And for what? So I'm a little annoyed with that, but I've been reading it on my Kindle. I'm officially on chapter 20, which is 50% of the way through. I will update you guys in my Christmas holiday edition reading vlog. I have a few books that I do want to read for that are holiday-ish, but I think I'm just going to keep going with like mood reading because I really do miss doing reading vlogs and book recommendation videos and things like that. And I feel like now that I'm in a less volatile place when it comes to books, I can do that, and I'm just so happy. So thank you if you watched this vlog. Thank you for hanging out with me while I figured out my weird reading slump, life slump move. Thank you for virtually cheering me on if you did that. I'm going to go back in my room, go to bed, read till I fall asleep, go to bed, and I'll see you guys in the next reading vlog. Thank you so much for watching. Bye. Literally going right back into my cave to read.